Meet Wang Chuanfu, the quietly ambitious CEO of BYD, a former chemist who's about to flip the electric vehicle world on its head. Imagine a brand new electric car that costs just $4,999. Sounds crazy, right? But this isn't some far-off dream. It's happening now, and it could seriously disrupt Tesla and every other automaker out there. How can BYD pull off such a jaw-dropping price? What tech magic is behind it? And why should the whole industry be worried? So, let's kick things off with the big news. BYD's brand new electric car that's set to hit the market at an eye-popping price of just $4,999. You read that right. This isn't a typo, a fantasy, or a futuristic idea still locked away in some lab. This is real, happening right now, and it's shaking the foundations of the electric vehicle industry. BYD, led by their quietly ambitious and sharp-minded CEO, Wang Chuanfu, is about to flip the script on what we thought an electric car should cost. To put it in perspective, most EVs on the roads today are priced anywhere from $30,000 to over $100,000. Even budget models usually start at around $20,000. So a fully electric car for less than $5,000, that's nothing short of revolutionary. Now, before you dismiss it as just another cheap car with limited features, it's worth pausing to understand the massive implications here. This price point is not just a marketing gimmick or an introductory special. BYD plans to sell this EV globally, making it accessible to a huge new audience, people who've long wanted to switch to electric but simply couldn't afford it. In many developing countries, a car priced under $5,000 could dramatically change the way people get around. Imagine the environmental impact if millions of new drivers worldwide could suddenly afford a clean, zero-emission ride. But the big question on everyone's mind is, how on earth is BYD making this happen? How can they offer a vehicle with all the benefits of electric driving, zero emissions, smooth and quiet performance, lower running costs, at a price that seems almost too good to be true? The answer lies in a clever combination of cutting-edge technology, meticulous control over every aspect of production, and some smart design choices that have been years in the making. Let's start with the mastermind behind it all, Wang Chuanfu. Wang isn't your typical CEO. Before diving into cars, he was a chemist and metallurgist, and that background gives him a unique edge in the EV world. His deep knowledge and obsession with battery technology have driven BYD's success from the very beginning. He understands batteries inside and out, which has led BYD to pioneer innovations other companies can only dream of. One of the biggest breakthroughs under Wang's leadership is the cell-to-body technology. Unlike traditional EVs, where the battery pack is a bulky separate unit placed somewhere inside the chassis, BYD's design integrates the battery cells directly into the vehicle's structure itself. This means the battery becomes part of the car's frame, which saves a ton of weight and material costs. It's a brilliantly simple, yet game-changing idea. Less weight means better efficiency and longer range, all while cutting down on expensive raw materials and assembly costs. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. BYD's approach to manufacturing is equally important. The company controls almost every part of the supply chain, from the lithium mines where the raw materials come from, through battery production, right up to assembling the finished car. This level of vertical integration is rare in the auto industry and gives BYD a huge advantage. By owning or tightly managing every step, they can cut out middlemen, reduce markups, avoid supply chain bottlenecks, and keep a laser focus on quality and cost efficiency. This is especially powerful in today's world, where supply chain disruptions have caused delays and price hikes for many automakers. Furthermore, BYD's manufacturing base in China plays a huge role in keeping costs down. China's well-developed infrastructure, lower labor costs compared to the West, and close proximity to suppliers enable BYD to produce vehicles at scale efficiently. The Chinese government's push to promote electric vehicles has also led to incentives and support for manufacturers like BYD, helping reduce production costs and making EVs more competitive. BYD has leveraged this ecosystem expertly, building one of the largest battery production facilities in the world and combining it with advanced car manufacturing techniques. Another factor behind the low price is BYD's minimalist yet smart design philosophy for this new model. The company is focusing on essentials that most drivers really need, cutting out unnecessary luxury features that push up prices in other EVs. Instead, BYD delivers a car that's practical, reliable, and straightforward, a vehicle designed for everyday driving, not flashy showrooms. That approach lets them keep costs down without compromising on safety or usability. Now, don't mistake this $4,999 car for a tiny toy or a bare-bones city runaround. BYD's goal is to create a practical, reliable, and appealing vehicle for everyday drivers. The idea is to make electric cars accessible to millions more people who previously might have been priced out or hesitant to switch from petrol cars. If BYD pulls this off, it will be a game changer, forcing competitors like Tesla, Volkswagen, and others to rethink their strategies, especially when affordability has been one of the biggest barriers to mass EV adoption worldwide. One of the biggest pain points for EV owners today is charging time and range anxiety. That's where BYD's next big advantage comes into play. The company's new battery technology can recharge the car to cover nearly 470 kilometers, that's almost 300 miles, in just 5 minutes. This isn't some vague promise. It's the result of years of research led by Wang Chuanfu's relentless focus on battery innovation. In contrast, most electric vehicles on the market today require 30 minutes or more on a fast charger to reach a fraction of that range. Some take hours on standard chargers. This breakthrough essentially makes charging as quick and convenient as filling a petrol tank, a factor that could remove one of the biggest obstacles keeping drivers away from EVs. Wang Chuanfu isn't just launching a cheap car, he's challenging the entire EV industry to catch up. His vision goes beyond simply selling a budget vehicle. He wants to disrupt the entire ecosystem. This car, with its revolutionary price and tech, could push the global market toward faster adoption of clean energy vehicles and force legacy automakers to innovate or risk being left behind. It's not just about the car, it's about changing the way the whole industry thinks about electric transportation. But what does all this mean for the global electric vehicle market? How will established players like Tesla react when a newcomer like BYD starts shaking up prices and tech so dramatically? And how will governments and consumers around the world respond to an affordable, fast-charging electric car that makes clean transportation truly accessible? That's exactly what we'll explore next, diving deeper into how BYD's groundbreaking $4,999 EV could shake the global industry to its core, and what challenges lie ahead for CEO Wang Chuanfu and his company as they aim to bring this revolution worldwide. Let's be honest, when you think about electric cars, Tesla is usually the first name that comes to mind. Elon Musk's company has dominated the EV world for years, becoming almost synonymous with electric vehicles themselves. With their sleek designs, cutting-edge technology, and a cult-like fan base, Tesla has set the standard for what an electric car should be. Their innovations in battery technology, self-driving capabilities, and charging networks have kept them ahead of the pack until now. Because quietly, steadily, and with a strategy that many might have overlooked, BYD and its visionary CEO, Wang Chuanfu, are starting to rewrite the rules of the game. And it all begins with one astonishing vehicle, an all-new, fully electric car priced at just $4,999. That price alone is jaw-dropping. We're not talking about a stripped-down, low-performance electric scooter or a tiny city runabout. This is a legitimate full-sized EV that aims to serve everyday drivers at an incredibly accessible price point. Compared to Tesla's lineup, which even with the Model 3 and Model Y affordable variants still command price tags north of $30,000, BYD's new car is a game changer. Wang Chuanfu's mission is clear: bring electric vehicles to the masses, not just to affluent tech enthusiasts or luxury car buyers. His vision is to democratize clean transportation and open the EV revolution to billions of people worldwide who previously found electric cars out of reach. So how is BYD pulling off such an ambitious feat? A big part of the answer lies in BYD's business model and Wang's relentless focus on controlling every aspect of the EV production chain. Unlike Tesla, which heavily depends on a complex network of suppliers and partners for batteries, raw materials, and components, BYD is a vertically integrated powerhouse. Wang Chuanfu has built BYD from the ground up to own and manage everything, from lithium mining and refining to battery cell production, and finally, to car assembly and distribution. This vertical integration allows BYD to slash costs at every stage, eliminating middlemen markups, mitigating supply chain disruptions, and maintaining strict quality control. The savings BYD achieves aren't just theoretical, they're passed directly onto customers, enabling the company to deliver a truly affordable electric car without sacrificing quality or safety. But that's just the start. BYD's innovations in battery technology, which are a direct result of Wang's scientific background and obsession with chemistry and material science, play a huge role in this pricing revolution. One of the company's standout breakthroughs is its cell-to-body technology, a clever design that integrates the battery cells directly into the structure of the car's body. This means the battery pack isn't a separate, bulky unit that adds weight and requires expensive casing, but an integral part of the vehicle's frame. The result? A lighter car that's more efficient, less expensive to build, and safer due to improved structural integrity. This innovative battery integration reduces the material and manufacturing costs significantly, allowing BYD to deliver great range and performance at a fraction of the price Tesla pays for traditional battery packs. Speaking of performance, BYD's battery tech doesn't just cut costs. It crushes some of Tesla's advantages. The company boasts a revolutionary charging system that can add roughly 470 kilometers, about 290 miles, of range in just 5 minutes. To put that into context, Tesla's best fast chargers still take at least 20 to 30 minutes to deliver a similar boost, and many other EVs take even longer. This ultra-fast charging capability is a massive breakthrough that could redefine convenience and practicality for everyday drivers. It essentially eliminates one of the biggest barriers to widespread EV adoption: range anxiety and long charging times. Imagine pulling into a charging station, grabbing a coffee, and then driving off with enough charge for a long trip, all within the time it takes to refuel a gasoline car, but cleaner and quieter. Now, if you think this might just be a China-only story, think again. Wang Chuanfu and BYD have much bigger plans. Tesla's global dominance has been built on aggressive expansion into key markets like the US, Europe, and China itself. But BYD is playing a different game, one that targets a wider range of countries, especially emerging markets where affordable EVs could revolutionize mobility and slash pollution. From factories in Mexico and Hungary to ambitious plans for Brazil, Europe, and beyond, BYD is rapidly building a global footprint. Wang's vision isn't just about competing on price and technology. It's about reshaping the entire global EV landscape, making clean electric transportation accessible to millions more people across the world. Of course, such rapid expansion doesn't come without hurdles. BYD's Mexico factory has already faced pushback from local officials worried about labor conditions and technology transfer. Meanwhile, in Hungary, regulatory scrutiny over workplace standards and compliance is intensifying, and Brazil has seen troubling reports accusing BYD of operating conditions that critics describe as slavery-like at a new manufacturing site. These challenges highlight the complex realities of scaling a high-tech manufacturing business globally, especially when entering regions with different regulations, labor laws, and political environments. Adding to this complexity is the geopolitical tension surrounding Chinese tech companies. In many Western countries, concerns about supply chain security, data privacy, and political influence have led to increased scrutiny of Chinese manufacturers, and BYD is no exception. The company's close ties to Beijing mean it faces suspicion that could slow or complicate its overseas operations. This is an important factor that Wang Chuanfu must navigate carefully as he pushes BYD's vision on the world stage. But through all these challenges, Wang's resolve remains unshaken. His strategy is clear and bold. Leverage BYD's integrated supply chain, cutting-edge technology, and unbeatable price point to overcome regulatory, political, and competitive obstacles. He believes that making electric cars affordable for everyone isn't just good business, it's an imperative for the planet's future. BYD's rise isn't just about competing with Tesla or other legacy automakers. It's about making sustainable transportation the norm everywhere. So, Tesla's empire, which once seemed untouchable, now has serious competition knocking on its door. Can Elon Musk's company keep pace with Wang Chuanfu's battery genius and a $4,999 electric car that's poised to disrupt the entire industry? That's the million-dollar question. And it's what we'll explore next as we dive into BYD's battery breakthroughs, the secret weapon behind this pricing miracle, and the key to its potential global dominance. In short, Wang Chuanfu isn't just making a cheaper EV, he's challenging the very idea of what electric cars should be, who they're for, and how fast the industry needs to innovate. And the ripple effects of this challenge could be felt around the world for years to come. So, what's really driving BYD's CEO Wang Chuanfu to push this groundbreaking $4,999 electric car and pursue such aggressive global expansion? Is it simply about producing the cheapest EV on the market and outpricing competitors like Tesla? The answer is much deeper than that. Wang's vision goes far beyond selling affordable electric cars. He wants to fundamentally reshape the entire automotive industry and, by extension, the global transportation landscape. Wang Chuanfu isn't just focused on building vehicles, he's focused on building an empire, one that's firmly rooted in revolutionary battery technology and complete control over every step of the supply chain. He understands that the future of transportation hinges on the ability to mass-produce reliable, efficient, and affordable electric vehicles. And that requires owning everything from the extraction of raw materials like lithium to battery production, all the way to final vehicle assembly. This level of vertical integration is key to driving down costs and boosting innovation. BYD's comprehensive approach means it's not just competing on price alone, but also on the cutting edge of technology and manufacturing efficiency. Wang's ultimate goal is to make electric vehicles so accessible that they fully replace gas-powered cars, not only in wealthy, developed countries, but also in emerging and developing markets around the world. That jaw-dropping $4,999 price isn't just a marketing stunt. It's a carefully calculated move designed to break down economic barriers and put clean, affordable electric mobility into the hands of millions of new consumers. Beyond economics and market share, Wang Chuanfu also wants BYD to become a symbol of Chinese technological leadership on the world stage. He's determined to show that China is not merely a manufacturing hub, but a global innovator driving the green revolution forward. For Wang, electric vehicles aren't just cars. They're part of a broader strategy to transform energy systems, manufacturing practices, and even geopolitical dynamics in the decades to come. That's why every breakthrough BYD makes, from batteries to driver assist tech, is a piece of a bigger puzzle. Wang's endgame is about dominating the future of mobility and energy, making BYD not just a car company, but a global powerhouse. And if Wang Chuanfu succeeds, the entire EV industry, from Tesla to legacy automakers, will have to rethink what's possible. Next, we'll look at how consumers and the market are starting to react to BYD's bold moves and what it means for the future of electric cars everywhere. BYD's CEO Wang Chuanfu is shaking up the electric vehicle world like no one else right now. With the all-new $4,999 car, Wang isn't just making headlines, he's sending a clear message. The EV revolution is speeding up, and the old rules no longer apply. Whether you're a fan of Tesla or a skeptic of Chinese tech, one thing's certain: BYD's bold move is a game changer. It's pushing the whole industry to rethink what an electric car can be and how affordable it can get. The $4,999 price tag isn't just about undercutting competitors. It's about opening the doors wide for millions more drivers to switch to electric, faster than anyone expected. But this wave won't stop there. Wang Chuanfu's vision goes beyond cars. It's about transforming energy use, supply chains, and global markets. And while BYD faces challenges and criticism on the world stage, Wang's relentless drive and tech breakthroughs keep pushing the company forward. So, are traditional automakers ready? Are governments prepared for this shift? And how will Tesla respond to this new rival that's hungry for global dominance? One thing is clear: the future of electric vehicles is arriving, whether we're ready or not. Wang Chuanfu and BYD are leading the charge.